This program is for informational and educational purposes only. This program is not a solicitation or recommendation for any investment or security. Investments or securities mentioned in this show may or may not be owned by NEPSIS Advisor Services. NEPSIS Advisor Services is an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Welcome to Journeys with Joni. My name is Joni Rametta, and I'm joined today by my co-host, Mark Clark. Mark, how are you?
I'm awesome this morning. How are you? We got you laughing already.
I know. When you cue me in, you got to cue me in, and I got to be watching, right?
Yeah, I think our producer, James, is making you laugh.
Yeah.
We love
okay.
James.
Yeah, we do. We do. It's fun.
Yes, it is. And I'm excited about today's show. I really am. 'Tis the season. We're in the heart of the holidays. This is my favorite time of year. And it's not my favorite time of year because of Santa and the gifts. It's my favorite time of year because of the true story of Christmas. And I love this time of year. And the worship pastor tweeted out a tweet, wanted to know our favorite Christmas carol. And I tweeted back, and my favorite Christmas carol is Oh Holy Night, but slow and powerful. You got to get the slow and powerful in there. But anyway, I love this time of year, and I'm excited about our show today.
My favorite song. You didn't ask me, but I'll tell you anyway. It's Silent Night.
Silent Night. Is that a hint?
Yeah. Silent Mark. Silent Night. No.
Not very subtle, huh, Mark?
No. And we obviously have a third party in the room today.
Do have
We're
a third party
excited
in the
about
room.
our guest. Why don't you introduce our guest since he's picking on me already as well?
That's awesome. Thank you, Tom. We have Tom Waters. Tom Waters is the new president and CEO of Easter Seals here in Sarasota. Actually, I guess it's called the Southwest Florida Easter Seals, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So you've been at the helm for a short period of time at this point, right?
Yeah.
Almost 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was October 15th, right?
Correct.
So it's
Correct.
almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months.
A couple days short of that.
At the helm with a phenomenal team and just learning and growing and sharing and enjoying every day.
That's awesome. And Joni, you and I have known Tom for a long time. We won't start adding up the years, or we'll run out of time.
Well, since we're all
show.
29 here, we can't do that.
We've known him for 9 years. No, we've known Tom a long time. He's not only a business friend, but a personal friend of ours. Mm-hmm. And he invited me a couple of weeks ago to go take a tour of the Easter Seals facility just over by Brighton and Sarasota Airport. And I had a wonderful couple of hours. And we'll kind of talk about some of those things today. But
Because you had a really nice story you told when you got back to the office on that one.
I did. And it's this time of year, and it's kind of why we asked Tom to come on the show with us. It's this time of year that you begin to really think about your why. Why are you on this planet? Yes, we're thankful for, we finished up Thanksgiving, and we were into thinking about, we're probably in the heart of Christmas shopping. Just don't make me go to the mall. But you're thinking about why you're so blessed and all the things that we have, and then you really get into the opportunity of doing things for others and what impact. Why are we here? And what impact can we have on others? You and I are blessed to work with clients and advisors that are just awesome in making a difference. And I cannot think about making a difference and an impact or those thoughts without our good friend Tom Waters coming to mind. And after he took me on that tour over there at Easter Seals, it's one thing to put money into something. It's another thing to put yourself in and take time out to go check things out. I promise you, if you did that, it would probably change your life. And I'll share the story. But Tom, you've taken over the helm of Easter Seals. You're president and chief and CEO. You're the big daddy over there. And when I visited, I loved it. He has a banner, and Tom's a humble guy, so he hates when I talk about him. But your picture was over there, and it's up on a banner, and all the folks who spend time there were coming out and shaking his hand. It was awesome. It was people smiles. You talk about big smiles. It was an awesome place for big smiles.
You're a rock star, Tom.
Well, I'll tell you what, going back in history, what's really fun for me is it was originally called Happiness House.
Right.
How appropriate. Some 60-plus years ago, as polio victims were moved from the Quonset huts at the airport across the street to rehabilitation and Braden Avenue, they named it Happiness House for both Sarasota and Manatee counties to have a place for folks to rehab, to come back, to be stronger, to be all they could be based on the challenges that they had. And so some 65 years later, returning back there, same facility, okay, needing little upgrades, but same facility. And one of the folks that I think Mark got a chance to meet that he might talk a little bit about in a little bit is Liza. And Liza turned 74 last Sunday, her 74th birthday. She has been at Happiness House for 46 years. And when you see Liza and you see her smile and you hear her in the excitement, not just in her voice, but as she moves, her body to the best of her ability, and you see her have her therapies, and you go, oh my goodness, she has every reason to not be happy.
Right.
And yet she looks at you, and there's a gleam in her eye, and there's love in her voice, and there's true excitement to be alive, to be at Happiness House, or Easter Seal, Southwest Florida, as we call it today, to be able to be with her classmates.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about the reason for the season, and, the reason to get up and go in every day. My first week there, I come in, and they share with me that one of our clients, who was in her 60s, had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my goodness. And they said, there's a viewing. And so I went to the church. Lo and behold, there were 3 of our teachers at the viewing, talking with the family. I meet the mom, and the mom shows me the brochure for the service. And it says that week, 10 of Arlene's classmates. Now, Arlene is an adult with pretty significant disabilities, as are a number of the folks that are her classmates, came to visit her. And on that visit that morning, they told her they would help take care of her little sister, who is also at Easter Seals, a young woman with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
They would take care of her for Arlene. Arlene passed away that afternoon, and her mom said she was visibly at peace after her classmates left. I call that the extra mile.
Absolutely.
Those teachers, those classmates, they were her family. They are her family. And we actually had a celebration of life a week later at our facility on Braden Ave, right across from the airport, where all of our clients, folks that come and spend their day with us, 100+ adults, 80 some odd children, 0 to 5, and they all got to participate in a life-honoring program.
That is wonderful.
So it's a special place to be. And I invite everyone to come out and visit me.
So you're changing lives. You're changing the lives of the people that stay there, changing the lives of the families of those people. And now you've got, a sister that's now staying there, and it's got friends taking care of her. So, I mean, it's...
I like to call it whole life, whole family.
Uh-huh.
Okay? There are folks...
I like that.
In
whole
this
life,
community.
whole family. That's cool.
And... yeah.
Well, that kind of, and we're getting close to a break here, and as you're almost leaving me speechless, Tom, because of the experience, which is very rare. Most people would say, right, Joni? But when Tom described Liza's smile and the twinkle in her eye, and what our listeners don't know is I grew up in that neighborhood. When I was, 12 years old, I was running past the Happiness House on my bicycle. And, 40 years has passed with Liza there, and you think about the things that you've done in your life. She was already there. And the interesting thing is all the things that we've done, she has all the reasons to be sad and complain that we would calculate, but she's not. And she's got a gleam in her eye, a wink for Tom. I think she likes Tom very much. And you can see it in her smile.
Like Tom?
Everybody loves Tom.
Yeah.
But I know we're up against the break. I want to continue this. And when we come back, Tom, will you tell us about some of the programs? And I know that there is a matching program. This is a financial show. We're not allowed to use the word guarantee, but I have a way that I can guarantee you can double your money. And Tom's going to tell you about that when we come back. So
I like that.
When we come back, you'll tell us about that, Tom.
You bet.
All right. Excellent. How do they find us, Joni?
You can find us at Journeys with Joni. That's JONI.com. You can call us at 941-361-1484. Journeys with Joni. We'll be right back.
I'm Tom Waters, President and CEO of Easter Seals Southwest Florida. When you need Easter Seals assistance, you'll find we offer the highest quality of care and services to children, youth, and adults with special needs so they too can enjoy success. We want to give them access to opportunities and increased life choices. Easter Seals is an organization in which individuals and their families can turn to for resources and support throughout their lifetimes. Help us help those in need. When you donate today, your gift will be matched 100%. Go to easterseals-swfl.org to learn more.
Welcome back to Journeys with Joni. Just before the break, Mark, Tom, and I were talking about, Liza, actually, right? Mm-hmm. And the twinkle in her eye and the smile that she has because she participates over there at Easter Seals Southwest Florida, which is actually the old Happiness House. I mean, how can you not be happy if you go to the Happiness House on a daily basis?
Absolutely.
But, one of the reasons that we have had Tom here is because Mark and I both have it in our hearts to be making a difference in lives. We make a difference in our clients' lives, helping them do their finances and do things forward. And, we give back to the community. We're both involved in other things too. And, Tom's been doing things in this community for a very long time. And that's how, we all sort of get intertwined and we see each other at all these different things. But, just before the break, Mark, you actually gave out a guarantee that normally us as financial people don't do. Yeah, but this is actually this is a good guarantee. I think this is one that everybody would be interested to hear.
I guarantee this investment will double your money, guaranteed.
By the end of the year. By
the end of the year, 12/31. But you got to act now to double your money.
Right.
So you think about that, and there's no gift too small. It's the heart that matters. It really is. But Tom, you have the ability to double people's money, and I want you to tell these folks about the best investment they could make as they wrap up 2014.
I was just going to say 100% return. For every dollar given, there's a dollar being matched by a very special donor to Easter Seals. So by year end, 12/31, for every dollar we receive, this individual is going to match it dollar for dollar up to $25,000. So we can get started today, turning 25 into 50, doubling money for programs for children and adults with disabilities that talk about leveraging money. Let me tell you what one of those programs does. 0 to 5, the little ones from birth, blended preschool program. It's called the Lily School. 30% of the children have disabilities, 70% do not. The ones with move up and work with the ones who do. They are then benefiting because the ones who don't are able to have a sensitivity and help them. Think about it for a minute. Pediatric therapies given by a therapist in a classroom. Teacher then goes ahead and does it all week long. So you've leveraged all of the good work, all of the help with our little ones. Talk about money management. For every dollar spent, 0 to 5, we save 7 for the rest of their lives. Do the math. Dollar spent gives you $7 return. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, we just doubled your money to get there. So right. Give me 50 cents. I turn it into $1. $1 saves you 7. And most importantly, the little one who couldn't say mom and dad or mommy and daddy can. The little one who couldn't walk or run can. The little one who wasn't going to be ready for preschool and regular school is. So the magic happens in the ultimate result. The money side of it is just what it can do. It can make a difference in the little one's life and the whole family's lives. So how's that for a return on your investment?
Well, I like that investment.
I think my right headphone just went poof. You kind of blew it off. I can't. Is it because you doubled it? So it's got to be like a 14,000% return, something like. I mean, I'm probably wrong. Well, I guarantee you I'm wrong. So I got two guarantees today.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I'm wrong and I'm right, all in the same day. Mm-hmm. I feel like my wife is here, but that is a powerful opportunity.
Isn't it, to make a difference? And
it is.
And when you think about it, and that's just one of the 7 very important programs that you'll find over on Braden Avenue. You start with the little ones, and you've got at school, you're giving them that lifelong learning. But what about the families who just want to go out for dinner, right. Just need a 4-hour break? There's a program called Project Rainbow where we have somebody go in who's trained to be able to babysit medically fragile children and give those families a chance to get out and do some of the things they need just to recharge.
And Tom, does it cost the family anything for that babysitter, or how does that work?
Well, it's amazing. There's a sliding scale, so for those who can, they are able to support it. Some folks like to make donations, but it's mostly scholarship. When you think about the medical costs that go along with having a medically fragile child,
right.
Very often, no matter how well off you might be, it's a real challenge to have cash flow to do some of the things you want to do. So we've got it to where there's a scholarship program. And again, these funds that people can contribute and get matched will go to that program for children and their whole families as well.
So if somebody wanted to donate, they can actually go on your website, because I think I saw a donate now button. Did I not see that?
Correct. You did.
Yeah, I did.
Absolutely.
I was looking
Joni.
at that
I
website.
love it.
Yeah.
My research analyst.
I know.
We're going to link it to our site too.
Yeah, we will. We definitely need to. But for those people who are listening and are like, I don't want to wait for them to upload it to their website, or I want to do it right now. What's your website?
EasterSeals.org.
EasterSeals.org.
Yes, we'll definitely link it so that you're at the right Easter Seals. It's that's the main Easter Seals site, right?
Yes. Right. So you're actually you can either email me and I can handle helping you with anything you'd like at twaters@easterseal.org, or the website of EasterSeals-Southwest SWFL.org.
Gotcha.
We'll get you to where you want to go.
It's a great website. If you get to the website and you don't see Tom's picture, you're in the wrong place. So,
thank you.
Or send Joni and I an email, whatever's easiest. But
absolutely,
what I liked about the visit over there, and I got to tour the whole place, but one of the coolest parts we were there at nap time, was the preschool, and when you see the little people, that are already facing challenges that we don't understand, and they're taking peaceful naps. It was a peaceful place, and I would challenge anyone to take Tom up on his offer to go out and visit, because you can't go visit and not be changed. It was pretty awesome.
You go out onto that playground, which is specifically made, obviously, for children with and without disabilities. So
right.
You have to be able to have a sidewalk and all those things that will make everybody's ability shine.
Mm-hmm.
You go from that playground, you go around to the other side of the building, and you've got what we call the VIP Academy, or a high school for 25 young adults who are being trained to go out into the workforce, or just have the living skills they need to progress to the next step, which may be adult day training or work with living skills at Easter Seals. They may be the next Liza, but in the meantime, you've taken the 0 to 5, you've got high school kids, and then you've got what I call my senior team, my Lizas, running the back of the office, the back of the world, and they have started something called an organic garden, and they are growing organic herbs, and we have local chefs who want to use those because they can't get them nearby,
right,
to put into their dishes. And so anybody out there that loves to cook, wants to be able to get those organic herbs, contact Easter Seals. It's a way to help our people be employed, but most importantly, get a nice herb or vegetable that'll benefit your family.
So now you've brought another investment to the table that talk about the gift that keeps on giving. Here's a plant, an herb that's going to grow and regrow, and you're not only are you producing a product, but you're teaching these folks how to be employed and how to have a skill and make an impact. So, and
they get paid based on what they're able to do, just like all of us. It's a return on our effort. And think about how good we feel when we're recognized, and it's through compensation, remuneration. It's investing. We teach them how to do their checkbooks. We teach them how to save, all the things you do. But when I sign a check from Easter Seals for $19.87 for somebody for that week, and that may be what they made, you'd have thought I've given them a check for $1 million.
And that's
they're
awesome.
So proud and so full of life and thankfulness.
They should be proud.
They should be. And you're going to talk about that more when we come back. I know we're up against a break, and we're going to give your contact info out one more time as soon as we come back.
Journeys with Joni. We'll be right back.
I'm Tom Waters, President and CEO of Easter Seals Southwest Florida. When you need Easter Seals assistance, you'll find we offer the highest quality of care and services to children, youth, and adults with special needs, so they too can enjoy success. We want to give them access to opportunities and increased life choices. Easter Seals is an organization in which individuals and their families can turn to for resources and support throughout their lifetimes. Help us help those in need. When you donate today, your gift will be matched 100%. Go to EasterSeals-SWFL.org to learn more.
Welcome back to to Journeys with Joni. Just before the break, we were talking about the ability that we have if you want to be a donor to Easter Seals before the end of the year. You can actually donate $1 and it absolutely doubles.
At least
$2 because we've got a generous person who is gifting matching gifts up to $25,000. The website for Easter Seals is easterseals-Southwest Florida. That's swfl.org. There's a donate button. I think it's up in the right-hand corner, if I remember correctly, that you just take action, donate now.
Click and
go.
Click and double.
Absolutely.
100% guarantee. And then Tom messed the whole 100% guarantee math up when he said, that it turns into $7 over a lifetime. So that's awesome. So how do they call you? What's your phone number, Tom, at the organization? And I gave your card. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Your phone number.
355-7637, extension 435. Please give me a call. Love to talk to you about Easter Seals.
Give them a call, and I would challenge you to call them and schedule a time to go down there and tour the place because it was awesome. Really was awesome. And you were talking about the herb garden before we ran out of time.
I think people know Easter Seals for their ability to create lifelong learning. I mean, we start 0 to 5 and we go to high school and then we continue. But I think one of the things they may not know as much about is that employment opportunity, that ability to make an impact through work. And we have the organic garden and we do a number of things. But one of our great outreaches is out into companies like Publix. And we will be with an individual and we will job coach and we will help them be successful. Next time you're at the Publix on University Parkway and you see one of the Easter Seals teammates, give them a high five and tell them great job because they're there working and doing a phenomenal job. And I want to thank the Publix Corporation and that whole mindset of helping others' abilities shine by providing them opportunity to work. Wow. Learn and work. What two more important things do we have as human beings?
That is really, and there's such a satisfaction in somebody doing something and having if they have something that they've been trained to do, they can do it well and people appreciate it. And then, oh, by the way, I get a paycheck at the end of the day too. That's really awesome.
Yeah, just the feeling that you get of being a productive part of society. You think about, I think a lot of us, we just take that for granted. We're chopping wood all day and that's what we do. And you don't think about the challenges that some folks might have and the joy that they have. And I go back to Liza's, the sparkle in her eye and the smile on her face from her immobile position. And it was just awesome. I've got to tell you, that's one of those things that you got to stop. Sometimes you just got to stop and take time to invest in somebody else. We've been so blessed in the things that we have, and these folks are blessed too, and they have an opportunity to be productive. And I think that is awesome that Publix. You go tell Dan Murphy, he's the manager in that store in the university. Go tell him thanks for being a good community partner, because that's what he is. Great guy over there, good friend too.
Right.
So what else you got going, Tom? And anything else you want to? I know Joni's got a question for you, but what else you got going?
I was just wondering, for those people who are out here listening, going, I like the matching program, but I really want to do something to be more involved. I'm more of a hands-on person, and I don't, cash flow's an issue. I don't want to give money. I'd rather go, see somebody and do something. Do you have volunteer needs over there as well?
I was just going to say, one of the neatest things, we talk about time, talent, treasure. Okay, right. The match is phenomenal. We have volunteer opportunities from the preschool to the high school to our senior programs. And I'll tell you what, if you want to be in a classroom and make a difference, we could sure use you. If you want to help, go and help job coach or help us with the organic garden, we could sure use you. Volunteering is a great way to give back. And so again, contact me at the name and number we gave you, T. Waters at easterseal.org, and we'll connect you, because episodic opportunities to come by when you can, how you can.
Right.
Had a young lady bring her two 12-year-old daughters this last Saturday to help us with a drop-off for Project Rainbow.
I saw that on the website, actually.
And boy, what a difference it made for them. So they were thankful, and they got a chance to do something very special. As they were thinking of what things to be thankful for,
right,
they gave to others and came to Easter Seals. So absolutely, volunteering is something we'd like to see.
What was really great, I liked about that too, the story that I saw about that was that she brought her kids too. So, she's volunteering, she's doing something, but she's also a role model for her children. And, they don't get that if you don't teach it, they're not going to get it. So we need to teach our kids that they need to give back to the community, and we need our kids to be able to see how blessed they actually are.
Mm-hmm. I've done philanthropic planning for many years with folks, and one of the biggest challenges they say is, how do I help my children and my grandchildren see the real need that I've seen in my life? Because there just isn't necessarily around us as much as we'd like.
Right.
And so I think it's a great way to do so.
So we can stop by. What's the address over there?
It's 350 Braden Avenue. And so you just take your left off of 41 at Primo's Restaurant, and you'll see us on the left-hand side, and you'll see the bay straight ahead. So beautiful operations on the left-hand side and a beautiful bay straight ahead.
And you told me you have 81 employees at that facility. Is that
correct?
Am I right?
Yeah, we have 81 folks that are busy every day helping children and adults with disabilities have their ability shine.
And that's awesome. And, this is a new position for you, but it's not a new position. You've been making a community impact, Mr. Tom Waters, who's just a great friend, and you've done so many good things. But talk to us for the last couple minutes about the why. Why's Tom at Easter Seals? And I know I'm putting you on the spot, and I know you'll poke me in the nose later or whatever.
I think you've heard those expressions, if not you, then who, if not now, then when. And there's a beautiful opportunity for folks in this community to come to know the beauty that I've seen. I like to call it Matthew 25 for those of you that like to read that book, and I call it Go and Beyond reading that book, and it really says you're helping those who can't help themselves. Mm-hmm. Okay? You're helping those who can help themselves even better. And the whole thing of, you've heard me say, helping people's abilities shine. Not only are we helping the individuals with disabilities abilities shine, we're helping the staff, we're helping the volunteers, and we're going to help this community. Mm-hmm. They're going to see ability shine that they've never seen within themselves, within their children, within their workplace. This is an amazing organization whose time has come to sort of come out from underneath the bushel basket in many ways and be able to be a part of these two counties in an even more significant way. So I invite others to join me in helping people's abilities shine, and by doing that, watch their families grow, watch their community grow, and that word, that four-letter word that I love to use, called love, to feel the love just well up inside and have so much of it to give. So I went there because I want to help others help themselves, and I want to be a part of sharing this great gift.
That's awesome, because you can see the passion. I mean, you were talking about, your friend there on your visit with the gleam in her eye and
Liza,
the smile.
Yes.
Tom's got it too. I mean, when you're doing something that you love and you've got something in your heart to do, it comes out in your voice, it comes out in your face, it comes out in your eyes. And you definitely got that bug.
I would challenge folks to get a hold of Tom. And Joni, you've got his website here you can give people?
Yep. The website is easterseals-swfl, like in Southwest Florida.org.
And we're going to have it linked to our site. But here's what I'd love to see. I would love to see somebody take us up on the challenge, go visit, and then send us an email about your experience, because I think that would be cool.
That would be cool.
And take advantage. I know we're out of time. Take advantage of doubling your money. 100% guarantee. Go to Easter Seals and make an impact in our local community. So, Merry Christmas to you, Tom. Merry Christmas to all those folks over there in your organization. So, we're out of time. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for sharing your time with us today. Journeys with Joni will be back next week. Until then, thanks for listening.
This program is for informational and educational purposes only. This program is not a solicitation or recommendation for any investment or security. Investments or securities mentioned in this show may or may not be owned by NEPSIS Advisor Services. NEPSIS Advisor Services is an SEC